On a night UCLA produced one of the worst defensive efforts in school history, there was talk of greatness. Eric Kendricks, Kenny Clark, Takerest McKinley, Fabian Moreau. Each of the departed Bruins standouts was mentioned by current linebacker Kenny Young as a reminder of what it takes to be a relentless defender. All those guys were big guys and committed guys, and there was not one second where they felt they needed to let up, Young said after UCLA's 4,730 loss at Arizona. And with these young guys, it's my job to get them to see that same passion, that same dream, because I've seen it. Young, a senior and one of the team's leaders, suggested that some of his teammates lacked the necessary commitment after a staggering Bruins defense stumbled once more. UCLA allowed 605 yards of offense, including 457 yards on the ground, not far off the modern opponent records of 689 total yards by Miami in 1998 and 484 rushing yards by Nebraska in 1994. Two guys can't only do it, five guys can't only do it, Young said. I think it takes the whole team, the whole commitment. Tackling remained a major issue even after the Bruins had made it a priority in the previous 2 weeks of practice. Arizona quarterback Khalil Tate continually eluded defenders, averaging 15.3 yards per carry on the way to 230 yards rushing and 2 touchdowns. Wildcats running back Nick Wilson was a capable accomplice, running for an additional 135 yards and 2 touchdowns. Those numbers were doubly aggravating for the Bruins considering all their extra prep work and the occasional use of a free safety in run coverage. UCLA defensive coordinator Tom Bradley said he thought the scout team players gave us the look we wanted to give, but acknowledged that the Bruins didn't do much live tackling in practice and needed to assess whether they should consider alternative methods. There seemed to be a consensus among players and coaches that the failures were not confined to one area among a defense that ranks last in the country against the run, giving up an average of 313 rushing yards per game. There was a lot of breakdowns in every position group, and we gotta get that fixed going forward if we're gonna stop the run, really, safety Adarius Pickett said. You can't win no games if you don't stop the run. That's first and foremost. Young's frustration was evident during an 8-minute post-game interview in which he delivered lengthy, thoughtful responses to each question. He said he wasn't bothered by the loss so much as the manner in which it unfolded. This game is not tennis, it's not golf, Young said. It takes special teams, defense, offense, everybody on all units to combine and commit to winning and having a certain type of passion and competitive edge and not being complacent and always being involved, because honestly we should have beat Arizona, and I felt like we were complacent a little bit tonight and it's tough. Young's comments were tinged with optimism. He said he believed the Bruins' 33 overall, 12 Pac-12 conference could make the necessary fixes to win the South Division. I know what it takes, Young said, and it's just me trying to show these guys through my performance, through me running to the ball, through me talking positive to them when they're really down, whatever it may be, whatever I've got to do to get the job done for us to win, I'm trying to show that to them. It's a process though, it's day by day, and I feel like we'll get there eventually. Quick hits Ucla has committed 15 turnovers while generating only 5 takeaways. The issue has been particularly pronounced on the road, where the Bruins have committed 11 turnovers in 3 games, all losses. UCLA coach Jim Mora said linebacker Chris Barnes had a case of pneumonia that involved fluid in his lungs. Defensive end Rick Wade, cornerback Nate Metters and tailback Jalen Starks all suffered undisclosed injuries against Arizona. Mora said X-rays on Starks came back negative. Caption Ben.Bolch@lawtimes.com. Follow Ben Bolch on Twitter at @LatBolch. UCLA Bruins Arizona Wildcats.